Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 and the final week of Forza Extreme. This week in FH5, you can unlock the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Actually, a pretty cool car, and if you don't have one, you should definitely go and get it. Let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you've probably already got it, which is why today we're not gonna go and unlock an Aston Martin Valkyrie. Today, we're going back in time to the Upside Down. This is the Terradyne Gurkha, the most terrifying vehicle ever in Forza Horizon. It is an absolute monster. We've got 300 horsepower. We have 660 foot-pounds of torque. It weighs 16,500 pounds. That is ridiculous. This is basically the vehicle that God used to start the Earth's rotation. This wouldn't be an AR12 video without any fun facts about genuinely one of my favorite cars in Forza Horizon history, the Terradyne Gurkha. Except, did you know it's not actually a Terradyne? To tell the story of this car, we need to rewind the clock to the 1950s. A guy from the UK named William Wright. He was from the UK and immigrated to the Great White North. Kind of like me. Mr. William Wright was in the UK Army. He was a member of the British Army. When he came to Canada, he immediately got a job with the Toronto Police Department. There was a bit of a gap in Mr. William Wright's CV, and one thing led to another. He was arrested by the FBI for fraud and did 5 years in jail. Not joking. That actually happened. Eventually, Mr. William White got out of prison. He found this other company called Armet Armored Vehicle. This company called Armet designed this vehicle, and that car is the Terradyne Gurkha. You know how in Forza Horizon 5, we've got the Ford F450 dually? This Terradyne Gurkha is actually an F550 that Gurkha or Terradyne buys from them, except they buy it with nothing. It is okay, when I say nothing, let me show you what I mean. Ignore the pixels. I got a really bad quality photo. But they buy a bare naked chassis. After some extensive modifications, it comes out looking like this. They will cost you anywhere from $200,000 to $400,000, so they do cost a little bit of money. But the main people that Terradyne sells them to are police departments and army. The Canadian government owns a whole bunch of these things for all of their like riot police. A ton of US states own this thing. Mexico obviously has a couple. We don't need to go into which people in Mexico own them, but I think you can imagine. A couple of armies own them and so on and so forth, and they are incredible. And every single one of them is made right here in Canada, which is why, boys, I hit Gurkha up for the ultimate collab. I would like to go and drive one. If anybody from Terradyne is watching this, I'm willing to go 0 to 60 in about 17 seconds. But that will be the most exhilarating 17 seconds of my life. Obviously, speed isn't at its forefront, except with a little bit of Forza Horizon 3 customization, we can fix that. How fast do you think we can make this Gurkha? I completely forgot what options are available for it. We've got a 6.2 V8, an 8.4 V10 out of a Viper, and a 6.5 V12. Is that the OP engine for Forza Horizon 3? I think so, isn't it? We'll come back to that engine. I think for now, we'll stay with the American. We're already all-wheel drive, which is good. We'll come back to the rear-wheel drive when we decide to go and drift this, because we're going to. I guess I should probably be making this as an off-road car, right? So let's go for off-road race tires. I guess we'll make the tires a little bit. Never mind. That makes our PI crank. How about the rears? Not so wait, what size are those? 355. 355 75 R20. That's ridiculous. All right, I'm a big fan of the wheels bone stock, but they are going to be heavy because they are bulletproof. Let's just go get some lighter weight wheels, aka the lightest wheels in the game. These ones. All right, let's get some off-roading suspension, which doesn't even change our ride height at all. Nice. Anti-roll bars, thank you very much. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it doesn't have anti-roll bars. And then last but not least, weight reduction. This is the big thing, right? Because it's such a heavy car, 600 pounds, 2,000 pounds, and 4,500 pounds. I guarantee you could get more than 4,000 pounds out of one of these things. I don't think that's accurate. I think you could actually probably pull almost 10,000 pounds out of this thing if you try. All right, and then last but not least, let's get some horsepower because, oh boy, do we need some. And let's try to get this thing to the top of A-class, if we can. No? Maybe? Uh-oh. I've actually just decided that I didn't want to actually get to the top of A-class. I might as well make my front tires thicker just because 785, actually perfect. That's where I wanted to be. I've got 1,000 horsepower with the 6.2 liter V8. Let's give it a go. Our new and improved Gurkha. I don't know why the AI does that off the line, but sure. 6.2 liter V8. Let's see if it's got any race potential here now. I'm not gonna lie, this is not the best start I've ever had, but I'm just gonna keep going and, you know, we'll see what we can do. It's taking the corners better than I thought it would. See, that tree got scared and actually moved out of the way for my Gurkha. This is where my Gurkha is gonna come alive. Cheeky little corner cut here and there. Float, you majestic beast. I really do hope the developers bring this car back. I can't imagine there's a reason that they're not bringing this back. It's such a cool car and it creates some super fun opportunities. Somebody says maybe they didn't buy the license for it. Hey, you know what, developers? I'm willing to pay for the license for the Gurkha for Forza Horizon 6. Hit me up and I'll pay for it. As long as I can pay in Canadian dollars to Gurkha, I'll do it. And before Gurkha screws me over and says like 400K. Holy Forza AI, Batman. Look on the mini-map. Forza AI was really bad in Forza Horizon 3, huh? I know people still make fun of the AI in like Forza Horizon 5 and stuff, but like, bro, back in FH3, it was honestly disgusting. Like, there is a 0% chance I'm ever catching that guy or even seeing what car he's driving. I love this thing. It's so buttery smooth. Chat says, I would love to see a race on Blizzard Mountain. Great idea. If I remember correctly, yes, the off-road race tires, when you go to Blizzard Mountain, get transformed automatically into snow tires. Beautiful. Now, we've got to ditch that V8 for a V12. In case you're new around here for whatever reason, in FH3, the V12 was wild. The V12 was so broken, it literally broke the entire game. I'm not even joking. It was a stupid engine. If you ever wondered why people hate the V12 nowadays in like FH4 and FH5, it's because of FH3. The V12 in this game was so dominant, it went into every single car. I've got my off-road Gurkha. Oh my god. It's time to see if the Gurkha is any good at doing winter shenanigans. Away we go. Watch out. Spoiler alert, the answer is gonna be... Uh-oh. Boff. That could have ended very badly if I landed on someone, but... they got lucky. Bro, who's Mr. Pickles? That's a great gamer tag. Guys! You morons! Are we doing racing or are we doing ping pong? Oh, someone missed the jump. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, skill issue, bro. What a cool car. The Gurkha's just awesome. It's such a unique vehicle. I really hope the developer... No! I've become part of the problem now. Damn it. Yo, whoa. I can't believe how grippy this is and how nice this is to actually drive. All right, everyone's still going to be blocking the road. I'm going the long way. What a way to cross the line and win. Nobody else is gonna finish the race. Everybody else is stuck in the hole. I think it is officially time to conquer the impossible. We're gonna take this big beast sliding sideways, which yes, is a terrible idea. And no, it will not work. But I made the promise. I wanted to drift every car. I'm going to drift every car, even the ones we no longer have. If I'm going to drift, obviously I'm going rear wheel drive. I think I'm going to keep the V12 in it because I'm going to need the horsepower. I'm going to give it worse tires. I mean, I say that like it's going to make any difference whatsoever. It's not going to be able to drift. I don't know why I'm even taking this remotely seriously. Everything else is already fully max upgraded, so... we've still got our 1,500 horsepower. We weigh 11,000 pounds. I'm going to need to crank the tire pressure probably pretty high, but for now, I'll start there. I'm going to slam it all the way down to the ground, too. Oh, my God. The developers wouldn't allow that today. They just wouldn't. If I'm going drifting in Forza Horizon 3, there is one place and one place only. I'll be honest, I don't remember whatever, like, the optimal drift line was here, but I'm just going to make up my own and try to actually get... sideways a little bit. I don't think the whole getting sideways thing is going to be the problem. I think it's the whole staying sideways thing that's going to be the problem. Because it's so heavy and it's basically going to have no steering angle. It's just... okay, it dies so quickly. It dies so fast when you lift off the gas. You need to stay on the gas the entire time. A little bit of change to some tire pressure makes all the difference. Still not perfect. But, you know, it's better than it was. It actually works. All right, I want to take this thing to a drift zone because that is surprising. I'm going to go to this little one. No, you maniac. You dirty bugger. Blue Raptor drivers don't know how to drive. It's confirmed. Oh, my God. This guy's actually targeting me. I'm gonna be honest, this doesn't really work, boys. Drifting a Gurkha is definitely easier said than done. Yes! We're in! Or not in. I can't believe how downright grippy a Gurkha is. Wait, I'm gonna 3-star it! I'm gonna 3-star it! I'm not gonna 3-star it! Maybe I wouldn't recommend drifting an 11,000-pound military vehicle. But for everything else, it works quite nicely, okay? This is a properly extreme vehicle, but for some very, very different reasons to all of the vehicles that we've driven so far. If there's a car the developers should copy and paste, it is this one.